Welcome everyone. I'm your local magical girl Lottie Starshot with just a slight gotcha addiction. I hope everyone is doing well today. Today we are going to play the indie otome game Heart Fragment. It has been in my library for a few months now and I've been staring at it, so I'm finally gonna actually try and play it and see how it is. The art style actually looks pretty nice so far from what I've seen when I try to make the thumbnail. And when I tried to make the thumbnail, I had to look up some images and I prayed that I didn't see any spoiler CGs for the game. And thankfully, I don't think I did. Hopefully. But either way, I hope everyone is doing well today. It's the beginning of the week. More schoolwork. Oh well, I'll hopefully get through it. Let's see, gotcha news. I've been playing Grand Blue Fantasy more recently, and I forgot how weapon farming and raids was pure hell. Pure hell. I'm trying to farm weapons for my fire grid, and the fight isn't bad. I can easily do it within maybe 10 turns, but it's so tedious to keep on doing them and not get a single weapon drop that I need. So yeah, I'm going to be farming those for a while. Not looking forward to it, but hopefully I can get through it. I'm hoping at least one weapon will drop by the end of the day. I am praying, because I need that damn weapon. Because I did recently try out a new fire team. Wilness, Shiva, and Anderson. They work pretty good as like lots of firepower, like hitting hard. So I'm not sure if they're good for like long fights, but I'll probably test that out soon. I am still playing around with a lot of teams because I do use a lot of the same characters, unfortunately. So I have like at least 100 plus characters in Grand Blue Fantasy who I have not used at all, and they're just sitting there waiting. But either way, we're gonna go ahead and start. Alright. This game contains potentially triggering or eye-straining screen effects. Would you like to turn these off? Yes, just to be safe. Alright. Receive notifications when infection level or personality factors change. Oh, it's gonna be so anxiety-inducing if I see something change. I'm gonna keep it off. View tutorials when new gameplay mechanics are introduced. Yes, okay. Ooh, pretty.
Somewhere in this world, a world filled with tragedy, filled with pain, filled with people whose hearts have fragmented over time as they experience misfortune.
Oh, that was kind of scary. Okay. I could run.
Somewhere in this world, a happy ending must await, right? If such an ending doesn't await us at some point along the road, what was the point of traveling it in the first place?
Alright, so since this is an indie otome game, it's voiced in English, which I'm very excited to hear. I mostly play games with Japanese voice acting, so I'm not used to English voice acting in most games. So I'm very excited to see how the voice actors do with this one.
But maybe... is a happy ending really just an endpoint in your life? Maybe it's an ongoing journey. Maybe people shouldn't seek one ultimate happy ending, but multiple happy endings along the way.
Oh, alright. So it kind of looks like someone's murdering someone. Definitely not good.
Or maybe that's stupid. I don't really know. But I believe tragedy can't be the only option. I want to believe that at least.
Oh?
Good
luck finding it. Oh no.
Happy ending we all hope for.
Oh, Jesus. That's very ominous, and I am not looking forward to the so-called happy endings. Welcome to Heart Fragment. Oh, opening? Yeah, okay, opening. Opening music. Please be aware. Mild horror-based themes are present in this game. If you are sensitive to sudden noises, unnerving images, or content that deals with serious subject matter, please proceed with caution. I am perfectly fine with that. I hope chat is fine with that. If not, it's perfectly fine if you guys want to leave. This game is intended for players aged 12 plus. Before we get started... Oh, names. Yeast.
Something you want to say?
Alright, so... Obviously, Lottie.
Is there something you want to say?
I would be unvoiced since I want to read my voice
Is there
lines.
something you want to say?
Ooh, there's different art styles that we can choose from. That's kind of cool. Oh wait, that's kind of cool too. You can change how the MC looks, and you can choose your pronouns. That's nice. I kind of like that about indie otomes. Oh no,
Is there something you want to say?
No, a small portion of this apparent CGs are in progress and will temporarily be shown in default style. The game will be updated as they are completed. Ah, okay. So we'll keep this, and we'll keep the she, her pronouns. Ye. Then let us begin, Lottie. Act 0, Truth and Lies. Lana, read me a story. Oh, that's so cute! I guess that's us when we were younger.
All right. What story did you want to hear this time?
Little Red Riding Hood.
That one again? Are you sure?
Please?
You sure do love Little Red, don't you? Is she your favorite?
Yeah.
Doesn't the wolf scare you?
Would it be appropriate to say that I find the wolf hot? Nuh-uh, I'm scarier than him. Rawr! And such an imagination.
You got me.
Oh, Chance, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the SS Stories. We look cute fighting villains, and we make bad financial decisions. I hope you enjoy your stay.
You're a brave little girl, aren't you? Come up onto my lap. I'll read the book for you.
Yes, thank you, Lana. Lana? When is Mom coming home? Alright, so obviously assuming Lana is the caretaker or family member close.
Oh, it is about time for her to get back, isn't it?
Always a pleasure to find someone with supreme taste. Yes, I always have the best taste.
Don't worry. I'm sure she'll be home soon.
Oh, I don't think she's coming home soon. Oh, that was kind of horrible. Oh, okay, yeah. Alright, our mom died. Isn't that wonderful? Again? Another dream. It's always the same. You didn't witness the death firsthand, but the images that flash through your head at night are so vivid, as though you had been there. It seems like it didn't matter how many times the dream occurred. You always wake up in a cold sweat, frightened and shaking. Looks like I kicked off my covers in my sleep again, too. You can never fall asleep without them. It's as though they're your protection, and without them wrapped around your body, you feel defenseless. But you always wake up half covered, or with no blankets at the bed. How long has it been now? 10 years, huh? 10 years since her death. If only you could just forget it already. But the nightmares won't let you. They force you to continue to grieve. Your eyes wander over to the phone next to your pillow. Gotta hurry. Time to get up and start another day. Our dad? Kinda hot.
You're getting lazy, girl.
Or not dad, since he's called Gray? Oh, it is our dad, okay. You think after all these years, you'd at least be used to your father's presence, but you still can't stand him. His face is the last thing I want to see after waking up from a nightmare. Sometimes you wonder why he even bothered to take you in after your mom's death. He's the one that left in the first place. Ah, okay. The most likely theory you decided is guilt. He'd feel guilty if he left his child alone and adopted you to feel like he's accomplished something. The not so subtle exposition sells it. This is absolutely so the same. It's really good. I kind of like how they really go deep into the story already with the character's background. It's almost funny. All he's accomplished is a strained relationship. Be polite or speak your mind. I'm playing this one without a walkthrough. Dead mother and deadbeat father in 60 seconds. Let's see. I want to speak my mind and see what happens. Ooh, okay. Your inner psyche is made up of various traits that will affect your dialogue and endings as you progress in the story. The combination of your ego, curiosity, trust, and creativity will help form who you are. Alright. Leave me alone. I'm already exhausted enough without hearing your criticism first thing in the morning. Oh, we
Watch
really...
that tongue, girl.
Sorry? Your venomous attitude towards your father has become a habit. In fact, this is such a routine at this point that any act of kindness towards him will probably be met with confusion. Annoying jerk doesn't deserve a polite reply. He's a good actor and sure does pull off the concerned father face well when he wants to, but I know better. Aurora, hello! Welcome! Thank you for stopping by. We're playing the indie otome game Heart Fragment. I hope you enjoy your stay. In the end, it's just that, an act. So our mom died and we're living with our deadbeat father. So yeah, we're having a wonderful life right now. You can feel his eyes following your movements while you get ready for school. It isn't a piercing gaze by any means. More like, he's trying to figure out what to say to you. I wish he'd just speak up instead of staring at me like that. Sitting there like a statue makes him look even more like a fool. But he truly is just a damn fool, isn't he? You ignore your father the entire way out of the house, feeling his gaze continue to follow along behind you. We should make an otome bingo sheet. Oh, I definitely should have done that! Next stream! I'll definitely try and make one next stream. Even though you slept in, you're not exactly in a rush to get to class. Only a few more months left until I graduate, but it still feels like too much time. The only really good thing about your final year in high school has been your history teacher. You hope to end up in her class, and we're thrilled when you did. She has a way of making boring topics seem interesting, and goes out of her way to make bonus assignments for a boost to your grade. The topics are usually unrelated to the important events in history, and instead let students explore more niche interests. Porkchop, hello! Welcome! Thank you for stopping by! When you arrive at school, you begin to search for your best friend. She's talking to that guy again. They seem to be spending a lot of time together recently. She looks sorta busy. Do we talk to her? Don't disturb her. It wouldn't be rude to talk and say, hey, what's up, right? Yeah, it shouldn't be rude. As long as you aren't rude back, right?
So, Shannon, we've been talking for a while now, and...
Oh? Shannon, good morning. Oh, wait, maybe I am rude. I kind of messed up this guy's confession. I'm so sorry. Lottie! Shannon immediately turns her attention away from the boy she's been talking to and faces you instead, rushing up to give you a quick hug. I am so sorry, sir. I messed up your confession, but I don't think she's into you. He looks like he's into SAO. I mean, SAO, it's kind of bad, but not that bad. I think, like, beginning, I enjoyed it, then after, I was like, I'm done with this. Same as always.
That's my girl, always giving me the same old answer day after day.
But yeah, I don't trust since I ruined his confession, he might be after me, so we gotta keep him in mind.
But hey, did you get the link I sent you?
You mean the one link, the one with the link to the social media website you're addicted to?
Yep. Did you sign up yet?
Nah, I'm not really interested in that sort of thing.
Oh, come on. At least think about it before you decide.
It's not a sin to like, but anyone
Show
who
it
says
to
it's
you when you
anything
visit
but mid
this
is worth a side eye. Yeah, like, there's certain parts that are good, and then other parts just ruin the whole anime. Oh, you're playing this game? Yes, I am! I've had it in my library for a while, and I decided to finally play it. Fine, fine. You don't really have an interest in joining the website, but you agree to at least make Shannon smile.
Shannon, before we were interrupted...
My bad, sir.
Oops, sorry, Dusty. Got distracted.
Bro, and his name is Dusty? Are you serious?
Gotta finish this out. We'll talk later, okay?
See, now I hope she dumps you. Not dumps you. She rejects your confession, because your name is Dusty, out of all things. Sure, see you later then. Zero Riz. Right, he didn't have to be so rude. He'd be like, oh, I'm sorry, I was still talking to Shannon. Could you give us a moment? Honestly. School passes by, same and boring as ever. The only highlights are homework for math and science, and a new art assignment to draw a sketch of someone close to you to turn in by next Tuesday. Dusty Musty. Dusty honestly sounds like one of those weird names. Oh, Tupai! Okay, right, hold on. Welcome, Raiders! Welcome, welcome. Let me shout out. It is only me. Oh, I hope I spelled that right. Beep, 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 beep. Beer raid. Oh, joy. Beer. I don't even drink. But welcome, Raiders. Welcome, welcome. I'm Lottie Starshot, your local magical girl with a slight, just a slight gotcha addiction. I hope everyone is doing well today. I am playing... What am I playing? Fragment Heart Fragment. I hope everyone is doing well. You play Tavern Master, so I'm assuming it has something to do with beer, since you have all the beer raid and everything. But welcome, thank you for the raid, and I hope everyone enjoys their time. You do drink at least water. Oh, unfortunately, I do not like water. Just letting you know, I barely drink water. I don't drink coffee either. If you have juice or soda, I would like to have those instead. Yeah, water is gross. I don't want water. I want juice and soda. All right, finally, the last class of the day arrives. History. Well, in the game, Tavern has... Oh, lemonade! I can definitely do lemonade. Lemonade is my favorite drink. Today is the new bonus assignment, right? I hope it'll be an interesting topic. The game so far has given us a tragic backstory and a gentleman with negative 100 riz. Yeah, the guy is horrible. We hate this man. Nice and happy to try and cater to all. Yes, thank you for the lemonade. While bonus assignments are always optional, almost everyone does a few of them to get the boost to their grade. I love it when teachers have bonus assignments just in case. Hi! Shannon! I hope she rejected him. You look like you're in a good mood. It's nice to be able to raid you. I've loved your motto for a long time. It's very, very cute. Oh, thank you! Thank you for the raid again. Thank you for the compliment on my motto. I love it so much. My motto mama and Rigger did such a wonderful job. Oh, and thank you for the follow, the Crimson Elite. Welcome to the SS Starries. We look cute fighting villains and make bad financial decisions. I hope you enjoy your stay. And I definitely realize my alerts are not here, but oh well. I'll fix those later. Wait, did she reject the guy? Miss LaFay, I think you already know what I'm about to say. Did she reject him, though? Sorry. Shannon rushes back to her desk. There seems to be an unspoken rule that says you and Shannon can't be seated next to each other. You can thank Shannon for that, after pissing off every teacher and the student and the whole school with her chattering. I can understand that. There are definitely some fellow classmates when I was in high school who are buddies and never do their work if they sit next to each other, so they always had to be separated. But while Shannon's desk is across the room from yours, it doesn't stop her from glancing over at you every once in a while and grinning every time she manages to make eye contact. Alright, who wants to bet that Shannon has a crush on us? Shannon has to like us in some capacity like that. Alright, everyone. Time for the new bonus assignment. This is a fun one, and a rather interesting one too. This week's theme is family history. Of course it is. Of course it's family history. Shannon route? Hopefully. I know they have like a DLC to the game that adds more route, and I'm praying it has her. That's right. Your assignment is to write about your own family's past. Same minimum length as always. I encourage you to look as far back into your history as you can to get the most out of your assignment. You feel all the previous eagerness you had drained from your body at once. That's a difficult one. Your family consists of two people. Your father, who you hate, and your mother, who died. Of course, they had to do a family pass, so it's probably gonna, what's it? Pole vault? Make the plot go. It's gonna make the plot go forward. You know next to nothing about your family's past. You never met your grandparents. In fact, you haven't even met your father until your mother's funeral. Lottie? Oh, Shannon. Sorry. I guess I kinda zoned out. I figured that might be the case. She gazes down at you with concern and puts her hand on your shoulder. Right, I studied for this. First up, I have some exposition. Can you just imagine her project is just, my mom died in a car crash and my dad's a deadbeat. There we go. Are you gonna be alright? Jeez, what was the dummy thinking, giving an assignment like that? Want me to talk to her about it? Shannon is literally the sweetest girl ever, and I hope she survives this, because I feel like there's definitely going to be deaths in this game. I'm fine. I don't need to be coddled. Besides, it's optional anyway. Even so, it must have made you sad to have to think about that, right? I don't want anything to make you feel... I'm fine. Let's just leave it at that, alright? Please? If you say so. Lottie, #1 Shannon stan. Right, I'm her #1 stan. Shannon has good intentions, but the truth is that talking about this sort of thing out loud tends to make you feel worse. Survive? Death? Sounds like a great game. Yeah, I love it when visual novels definitely have darker topics like death and trying to survive a killer. The two of you are long past battling this type of thing out. There was a time when Shannon would insist bottling it up is no good and kept on pushing regardless of your protests. But anyway, don't forget, my house, tomorrow at noon. I won't forget. See you then, Shannon. I've got something really great to tell you. Drink juice. Yes, I have a fruit punch Minute Maid with me today. Delicious. Oh, and... Shannon pauses to rustle around in her bag. Check this out. Coupons? You betcha. Oh, it's so cute. It's a new smoothie bar opening up on Sunday. But that's not the biggest thing. Look at this. Oh, strawberry lemonade. They know what I like. Your favorite, right? We gotta go sometime. Tomorrow is Saturday, though. Should we hang out on Sunday instead? Sunday won't work. I'll tell you all about it tomorrow. Are we going home right away? I was planning to. Why? No reason. Just thought if you had any places to go, I'd tag along. Wouldn't want you to get lonely, right, Lottie? Shannon is the secret yandere route. I would actually really enjoy that if that actually happened. Thanks. I'm not going to get lonely between now and tomorrow at noon, though. Don't worry about me so much. Yeah, I should expect that. See you tomorrow. This would be the perfect moment where she can just kiss my forehead or cheek and I would fall in love with her. Bye. Why do I get the feeling she wasn't just worried about my loneliness back there? You know Shannon well enough to understand the type of person she is. The sort that thrives on social interaction, a typical extrovert. In comparison, it wasn't that you never spoke to other people at all. You try it sometimes, though mostly when prompted by Shannon. Very late for me, going to get some sleep. Thank you for being so welcome to the regulars tonight. Oh, thank you for the raid again, and I hope you have some wonderful sleep. Thank you again for the raid. People were always polite, but you never got the impression that they actually wanted to be around you. It was more politeness out of obligation. Would you have even befriended Shannon if she wasn't so pushy? Probably not. Alright, so we're back home. TV blaring loudly as always.
That you, girl?
He can't even say my name. The volume from the living room turns down a bit after the front door slamming shut alerts him to your presence. Do we ignore him and just walk away? Or do we answer him? I feel like I would automatically just answer just because I'm that polite of a person, unfortunately. Yeah, it's me. Come to the living room, alright? Why is he smoking inside? Sir, why are you smoking inside? That is a hazard. And is that supposed to be a picture of our mom on the wall? That's kind of funny seeing how you abandoned us, right? Do you have to smoke in the house? The smell of his cigarette lingers in the air while he makes a motion with his arm for you to come and sit near him. I'm not sitting near you if you're smoking in the house. Could you at least open a window? I'm not sitting near him. Put out the damn cigarette. Fine, but you need to put out that cigarette first. Thank you. Fine, fine. Didn't appreciate your attitude this morning. And? I know you want to stay mad at me forever, but is this really how things gotta be? I'm trying, you know? Yeah. That aside though, tell me about your day. How was school? It was fine. Any new projects? Anything interesting? Yeah? I'm not going to be able to escape to my room until this is over with, am I? May as well get over with it. Art and history. I need to draw someone close to me and write about my family history. I'm sure your art assignment would turn out just fine, but... Hey now, family history, huh? You ever been curious about that sort of thing? His eyes actually seem to light up with genuine interest when you bring that topic up. But moments later, he shifts his expression as if trying to hide that interest. So he knows something that we don't. Not really. I'm sure it's all boring anyway. Far from boring. Alright, go ahead. Tell me just how interesting we are. Can't do that. Of course you can't. Just cut to the chase. Do you have something you want to tell me, or are you trying to waste my time? I wish I could, girl. Really risk to do it, with all of my heart. Of course you're going to stay silent now. Typical. You have to make something up for your assignment. Seriously, you're so... You clear your mind of any accusations you'd like to make, and you speak as calmly as you can manage. It's not easy. Talking to him is never easy. Tell me, please. You really feeling that curious? Are you trying to make me beg? Come on already. Alright, enough of that face. I don't want you pouting at me. I had planned on keeping this from you for longer, but you're old enough now, I think. You're an adult after all. Family history? Promise me first though. You're gonna keep this a secret. Yeah, sure, whatever. You agree, even if it's only to make him get on with it. I'm going to tell you a bit of a story here then. It's an interesting one. You might even find it a bit intriguing. He makes it sound like he's about to tell a fairy tale. A fairy tale, huh? Yeah. That is about how it sounds.
A long time ago, there was a lab.
Like an experiment lab? Oh, of course it is!
No one really knows what went on inside that lab. But I do know that when people came out, they weren't the same. Not in appearance. They look the same. But on the inside, that's where
Is
they
MC an
change.
experiment? That's what I'm assuming, because like in the summary of the game, they did say something about MC not being entirely human.
The lab was experimenting with a chemical in hopes of enhancing human ability. Guess you could call it an attempt to help humans evolve faster.
It could be like our mom was part of the experiment, and then she had us while she was pregnant. Like, being experimented on?
Super speed, super strength, increased mental capacity, telekinesis. It would bring out a power beyond someone's wildest dreams.
MC's the cat girl who's got to get her
The lead
ears.
scientist
That would be
was
honestly really
desperate
cute.
for his life's work to be recognized, for his experiment to be a success. And in some ways it was. Those who took part in the experiment's first human trials became unlike anything the world had seen before. But no success story is without its downfalls, and an unexpected side effect occurred. They began to lose their humanity. It only happened in short bursts at first, but when it did, together with their newfound powers, they became violently dangerous. And so they were euthanized, killed off.
Okay.
Their lives ended as humanely as possible, and the experiment marked a failure.
Are you
The
sure it
risk
was
too
humanely
great
as
to
possible?
continue any further. But one man, the lead scientist of the project, didn't want to just quit. Still desperate for his project to be a success, for his life's work to not go unnoticed, he created one last attempt at the drug,
Didn't realize this.
hoping to remove the side
Brett,
effects.
Lou, no. We're not pegging anyone yet, at least as far as I'm concerned.
Then he injected the drug into himself.
There's no pegging this time. Yet. We haven't even met any love
It was too
interests
late,
yet.
though. The drug was considered dangerous already, and the scientist, despite showing none of the horrific side effects, went into hiding with his wife after realizing that he'd never convince anyone he wouldn't turn violent as well.
Are you talking about yourself?
The man was never found. And with complete silence from him, perhaps proving that he had
I love
kept
the little
his
text box
sanity,
design, right? It's really cute.
eventually the search was called off. The failed experiment was called to a close and buried.
This is the first time I've seen your motto. Really? You haven't seen my motto move into other streams before? Well, I'm glad you get to see it. Well? I like how both answers are kind of the same. Are you being serious right now? Is this the actual being, are you really being serious or sarcastic? I know you gotta be kidding me part. Did you rehearse that or something? Trying your hand at a career in acting? What? This is a joke, right? Put your belief aside for a moment. Humor your old man. What did you think? I guess it was kinda interesting. Though I have to admit, I had no idea you were such a conspiracy theorist. MC looks adorable, right? I love her so much, she's so precious. And when you pick your MC, you get to pick a masculine form if you want it too. No conspiracy going on. Just an old man telling an old story. You're being even more insufferable than usual. One moment, we're talking about family history, and then what? You're narrating a scary story for me? Yeah, there's a male option, and then you can choose your pronouns in the game too. You lost the chance to tuck me into bed with a fairy tale a long time ago, Dad. You know that. That's... Before he has a chance to retort in frustration, you hear a ringing noise, and your father takes his phone out of his pocket. Oh crap, I gotta take this. Seriously? At a time like this? How can he do that? Blabber on incoherently about cryptic crap, and then rush off as if he's a victim in an interrogation room. If he's going to try to make me pry for it, I won't give in to whatever game he's playing. Oh yeah, that's our dad. He abandoned us though. So, like, quick recap. Like, the first 60 seconds of the game, our mom died in a car crash, and we had to live with our deadbeat dad. We only first met our dad at our mom's funeral, so yeah. Yep. Yeah, this is like years later, because the game started off when we were younger. You drive me insane. Those words are mumbled in a soft, barely audible tone. He might have been able to hear them from the next room, or he might not. You don't care either way. Why is it the hot ones that are deadbeat? Right? It's him and then Toji from Jujutsu Kaisen? Why is Toji has such a tiny slutty waist? Like, sir. It's not like it's the worst thing you've ever said to him after all. It's okay, I can fix them. You can always try and fix them, or you can make them worse. Family history. The blank sheet of paper where you should be writing notes seems to be taunting you by showing off how little you truly know. This is stupid. It's not like I need to do this assignment. We need an event where we defend a problematic fave. We definitely do. I have a long list of problematic fave ikemen that I can definitely defend with all of my heart. In fact, you probably have to just skip it entirely if it weren't for your father's bizarre behavior. Your eyes wander away from the piece of paper over to your laptop. Why does he have to be so annoying? Ooh. You pause after making your way to the search engine. What should you search? Your last name? Oh, we can type in anything? Can I make my last name Ikemen? I'll just do my regular last name. There we go. You type in the name Luann Starshot and click enter. Definitely my name is not Luann. Is that our mother's name? Oh, okay. Luann could be our mom name. Luann and Lottie. That's actually hilarious. Oh, can we click on these? Her obituary. You expect that it would be there, but it still manages to make you feel sick to your stomach. Even so, more than her memorial, it's the other result that catches your eye. New miracle drug? You knew that your mother was working on something important when she was alive. It's why you were often being looked after by your babysitter, Lana. Your mother spent a lot of her day-to-day life at work. Interesting. Okay. Connecting the dots. Oh, that's a lot. Could this new miracle drug be the answer to humanity's problems? Is this new miracle drug that's in the word actually everything it's cracked up to be? Or just another dud to add to the pile? Surprisingly, it seems like this one might actually be the real deal. Although it sounds too good to be true, a laboratory in Sandwood City is currently researching a medication that works on the project believed has potential to be a cure-all. Download. I do like that more otome games have more options nowadays. Really, the 2000s was a dark time. Yeah, I kind of understand what you mean. Because I know a lot of people kind of really think what otome... I guess they're kind of a... I wouldn't want to say purist, but they want to stick with how otome is just mostly female MCs. But I know a lot of indie companies are trying to be a bit more inclusive when it comes to otomes or dating sims, honestly. And I kind of like that there are more options for people. What does this mean exactly? The answer is simple. It is a drug that may be able to completely eliminate the body of physical disease by gradually eating up the old internal organs and tissue and replacing them with a stronger, smarter form of tissue. Yes, you read that right. That means this panacea drug actually destroys our old body as it replaces it with the new. And of course, that is where the ethical issues begin to arise. Yeah, the otome purists. Yeah, there are definitely some people who think otomes just have to have female MCs, and that's kind of what the definition of otome is, a female MC, but you definitely can break the mold and do what you want and add other options if you want to. Not only is this a potentially dangerous process, human rights activists are already questioning what the smarter tissue they're referring to really is, and what it will change about the human race if this drug is approved. Many people with physical disabilities have to live their day-to-day lives facing various forms of ridicule and oppression. Is the answer to this oppression to simply delete disabilities completely? Some say that instead of implying disabilities are something to rid ourselves of, we should continue to teach acceptance and kindness and spread awareness. What do you think, dear readers? Is this drug the answer to humanity's problems or a recipe for disaster? The drug, if real, seems like it could help out a lot of people, but I feel like you still gotta be careful with something like that, because it could get into the wrong hands, obviously. So this is what Mom was working on. The fact that a medication like that is even possible is one thing, but to think your mother was one of the scientists working on it, that would have been a huge discovery. I've never heard about any drug like this. Maybe it wasn't a success. Your mother didn't talk about work very much. It would have been far too advanced for an 8-year-old to understand. A lab experiment gone wrong. Was Dad trying to hint at something related to this, or... He glanced at the date this was published. This is written shortly before she died. Do we read the obituary or search our dad's name? Maybe our dad's connected to this. I want to see what his name will pop up. Man fired from job explains his side of the story. So the obituary pops up under his name too. The other result though, man fired from job explains his side of the story. Is this about my dad or someone else with the same name? I've never heard anything about a newsworthy job termination from him. Since when is a guy getting fired considered news anyway? He probably had to work somewhere high up, like research facility or government, where it probably would generate a lot of news. Alright. Last week, we reported the job termination of a local office worker. While a man being fired is not our typical news, this particular incident has brought up some interesting questions when it was revealed that the termination was ordered from outside of the company. We spoke directly with Gray, the man involved, about the events. I am shocked at what took place. I've been fired from a position I've held for many years over false accusations. My boss didn't want to let me go, but was ordered to get rid of me. What is most confusing about this situation is that the termination order did not come from any higher-ups in the company either. Instead, some outside influence had a say in the matter. No one, not even the man himself, knew where this order came from. What was the reason for the termination in the first place? The answer is just as cryptic as anything else on this matter. Accessing restricted content through the company's internet connection. It has not been specified what exactly restricted content is in reference to. If I had to guess, I say someone powerful must be pulling the figurative strings here, said Gray. I don't know who or why, but I'm determined to get to the bottom of it. Reads like a tweet longer bro got canceled. He kind of did, honestly. Like, what outside force can force a company to fire you like this? So your father was fired from his job for accessing restricted content, but no one actually knows what this restricted content supposedly was. Sounds like he wasn't just accessing adult content or something like that. He got caught with stuff on his laptop. He definitely did. But if he did get caught with something suspicious on his laptop, wouldn't the company fire him instead of someone on the outside forcing the company to do it? What kind of content would be restricted enough for someone outside the company to order his job termination? Weird. Alright, so we're gonna read the obituary. I need to figure out details about how she died, because we assume it was a car crash by the sounds of it. You hesitantly hover your mouse over the obituary. Why am I so nervous? It's been years. It's not a big deal anymore. Alright, in loving memory, our hearts go out to her family and friends. We feel deep sorrow as we announce the death of a beloved mother, promising scientist and kind-hearted woman who has passed away following the accident on the Sandwood City Bridge. This loss can only be described as a tragedy for the young woman, who was well known and respected among her peers in the scientific community. Luann was described as someone who loved to smile, and to in turn loved to make others smile. As an expression of sympathy, the Rest in Peace Foundation will be making a donation to her research institute, which aims to create medication for diseases that are currently considered untreatable. A light of hope has been left behind, though, in the form of her 8-year-old child. Her husband wished to have the child's name omitted from the obituary. Okay. The identified truck who caused the crash, leading to 1 death and several injuries, is still at large. It had to be the government. This is weird. If you have any information about this person, please contact the Sandwich City Police. Government really looked at his secret folder and disproved his taste in waifu and husbandos. Honestly, if you have a shit taste in waifu and husbandos, I'd probably have you fired too. Alright, drink. Okay. So the person who caused the accident to kill her mother has not been found at all. Even the truck that caused it has not been found. So something is very suspicious. I feel like probably some higher ups said we need to get rid of her. She knows too much. A light of hope has been left behind. Yeah, so her dad did have her name omitted from the obituary. It seems like he did it out of the goodness of his heart, but probably for another reason. Because they can't really figure out that she has a child. But if she works for some company, since it's a research facility, they should have information about her family, right? If it's like a government thing. This entire line seems wrong, but taking away the whole light of hope line, which is probably only added in to make the obituary draw out more sympathy. Why is this referred to your father as her husband? I mean, are they still technically married? If they are, then he is her husband. They were separated years ago. You're not sure if they ever had a finalized divorce, but he certainly wasn't present enough in your lives to refer to him in that way. His presence even evades Mom's obituary. This should be directed to her and the people who mattered in her life, not your deadbeat father. At least that explains why it showed up under his name. But why ask for my name to be omitted? Is that common? Seriously, what goes through that man's head? This is just too weird. Mom was working on a cure-all miracle drug, and my father was fired over accessing some sort of restricted files. They seem like completely unrelated events, but I feel like there's a connection between them. Somehow. Okay, we got a bit more of a backstory. You might have to suck it up and ask your father for more info tomorrow. A forest? Oh, Little Red Riding Hood? Once upon a time, there was a boy. The boy was given a red hood by his father. He wore the hood at all times, so much that everybody started to call him Little Red Riding Hood. Interesting. Playable? Not playable. Romanceable. Romanceable? I will be sure to take care, said Little Red Riding Hood. Oh, what's that? Is that supposed to be words? Is that omitted on purpose? After promising not to talk to strangers, nor stray from the path. Are we gonna see him? When you awaken, it's still dark. The words spoken are quiet, just loud enough for them to wake you from an odd dream.
Psst. You awake?
Excuse you? Is there a stranger?
Wake up. This is important.
You pull the covers up over you. Dad? I don't think it's our dad.
Not so loud, you'll wake Gray. My name's Kay. I'm sorry if I frightened you.
You're a stranger in my bedroom while I'm sleeping. You didn't frighten me. I kind of like how we aren't really freaking out about this, because I would. Or do we not realize what's going on? You try not to let your voice quake. Showing fear to a malicious stranger would just give them all the more reason to continue, right? Oh, okay, we're trying to put up a brave front.
All right, if you say so. Sorry about that. I promise I'm not here to hurt you.
Mmm.
I'm here to warn you, actually.
You feel your heart beating in your chest and look over towards the sound of the voice. His voice got me acting up. It's really nice, right? Oh, he's outside our window. Okay, he's not inside. Okay, that's a bit better. There, at the window. If we had blinds, do we not have like, what's the word? Blinds? What's the other word? Curtains. Do we not have curtains? You can barely make out the outline of someone in the moonlight. Warn me about what?
You're in danger. Really big danger.
Right? Like, what are the curtains at? Or the blinds? Something could cover the windows. Anyone can just look in.
I promise you, if you tell anyone about the things you learned today, things will go terribly wrong.
Does he mean the news articles I read earlier? Or that story Dad told me?
There's someone after you. His name is Jasper.
I hope Jasper is hot, though. After me?
Please be careful. One wrong move and things will go terribly, horribly wrong.
The voice repeats their warning as if to emphasize it.
Girl, are you still up?
Your father's voice suddenly calls out from the hall. The mysterious voice drops further into a whisper, now the bare minimum. You can hardly hear it.
I have to go now. Take care of yourself, okay?
Jasper's a hot name already, not gonna lie. Right? I hope Jasper is super, super hot. He needs to be hot.
I'll be back soon.
We need to romance him. Like, who doesn't want to romance the guy who's out to try and kill you or capture you? You hear a faint sound, like someone jumping down to the ground outside, and the footsteps running away. Wait, are we in a 2-story house? So he somehow climbed up to our window on the 2nd floor? That's what it sounds like. You glance out your window just in time to see a shadow running off. And you're left alone, confused by the strange words spoken to you. I don't trust that. Alright, it's Saturday. Okay. Weekend. Sleep in, right? Yeah, she really doesn't have curtains or, like, blinds. It looks like that's, like, a balcony on her window. That's a balcony, right? Ma'am, you need to have, like, blinds or curtains. This is dangerous. You wake feeling dazed and confused. The conversation with the mysterious figure that appeared last night is clear at the forefront of your mind. Villain route always top tier, right? Just delicious. Man is well exercised and has a killer voice, half my type already. I don't even remember falling asleep after that. I wonder if he is who Red is. By, like, appearance-wise, I hope so. I should probably tell my dad before I even think about meeting up with Shannon. Girl, come here. I hate how he calls me girl. Like, I have a name, sir. Or you can at least call me daughter, at least. Ugh. Despite your conviction to tell him the truth, you still find yourself wincing at his voice. Just like last time, your father motions for you to sit near him.
You know, avoiding me won't help a damn thing.
Oh, at least he's not smoking. And that is a ring. I don't know what the ring finger is, but is that his ring finger? Like I care. Your ice-cold tone brings a frown to your father's face. Fine, forget it.
Listen, about last night, it wasn't my intention to piss you off.
I think that's his left ring. Yeah, that's. Hold on, I'm turning around. Hold on. So that's left. That's right. Yeah, that's his left hand. Yeah, that should be his left hand. So is that his ring finger? That doesn't look like a wedding band. Aren't those usually gold?
Guess I just find it tough to speak to you and all that.
Sure. He always claims that he didn't intend to do things when he talks to you. He didn't intend for things to get this bad between us. He didn't intend to make me feel abandoned as a child. I'm starting to think maybe he had to leave us? I'm not sure. He's a bit, like, suspicious. Like, I don't think he left our family maliciously, since the parents, they get divorced. And I'm assuming that's a photo of the wife, our mother, back there. He didn't intend to blah 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 blah. Just shut up, old man. No one cares about all your excuses. But this time, like it or not, you need answers. I, heard a voice outside my window last night. A voice? At your window? His eyes go wide with alarm. What did it say? That I'm in danger. Your father breathes a sigh of relief. What? Relief? What? I mean, you don't really seem very urgent knowing that someone's outside your daughter's window. Okay. He knows him. Okay. He knows the dude outside our damn window. And he's saying it like it's something we should know. Oh, it's just Kay. Oh, you know, just crazy Kay doing whatever he does. He knows who the voice is with only that much to go off of? What kind of strange people does he spend time with? Who exactly is Kay? And why the hell is he sneaking up to my window in the middle of the night? That damn kid. Looks like he's trying to force the rest of the story out of me. Can you talk like a normal person just this once? Girl, I decided last night that I don't want to keep these secrets from you any longer. What are you talking about? Oh, you meant the silly, goofy window man? Like, he's so nonchalant about it, like, oh yeah, you know, it's just Kay. Good old Kay. Want to say all this for a while, but... Listen, this is a secret, you get it? Your mother truly did want things to just stay as normal as possible. What is he saying? Mom never kept any secrets from me. And things have never been normal. The idea that he thinks things have been normal so far between us is a joke. Does this have to do with whatever he was holding back last night? Humor me for just a little bit longer, girl. Let me continue that story I was telling last night. Are you telling me are you trying to tell me that Mom's drug created mutants? Or that you were fired for researching a restricted human experiment project? You know about that? Your dumb rambling yesterday made me wonder what the hell was going on, so I looked up your names on searching last night.
Oh. Didn't expect you to do something like that.
Mom never kept any secrets from me. Literally just found out she was working on a super chemical, right? Like, we knew her up until we were 8 when she died, so obviously she wouldn't tell us everything if we were that young. Well, I did, so here's your chance to tell whatever story is behind this in a way that makes you look good before I search for more information myself.
You wouldn't find a damn thing.
And why not? It was easy enough to find this one. All I had to do was search your name on searching, and it popped up as the first result.
That news article doesn't even scratch the surface, and not a single other source even tried to find an answer.
I feel like that's the only article we're probably ever going to find about him, honestly. Huh? Your eyes lock with his, both of you trying to read the other's intent. That lab, those experiments, the drug to create superhuman abilities, I don't expect that you're going to believe me right away when I tell you. But there were big things going on when your mother was alive and working on her panacea drug. Panacea? She was. Your mother was one hell of a special woman. Special enough that you walked out on her the moment she got pregnant? Oh shit! Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, so that's when he walked out? Oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Wasn't that nice? No, it wasn't like that. Sir, please have a very good excuse.
I'm surprised that article's still up, to be honest.
Why? Does something go wrong with the project? I can't tell if he shut up because of the topic we're on, or because it has to do with Mom. He always hated talking about your mother. Probably because he feels some sense of guilt about leaving her. Or maybe just because he hates talking about his faults and wrongdoings. Bro, if only he was just getting some milk and happened to just disappear. Can you please, for once in your life, actually speak to me like a normal father? I'm trying to have a discussion with you about Mom. Don't you keep telling me to be honest with you? Well, I'm doing that now. I'm being honest and asking what the hell is going on. As soon as you start venting, the words just kept spilling out, one after another. You don't even try to yell at him. And yet, surprisingly, your father doesn't seem angry about it. Usually, he'd tell you to watch your tongue and scold you if you're speaking to him in such a way, but this time, he almost looks proud of you. Why are you looking at me like that? No reason. Not any important one, at least. Going to lick? Okay, yeah, that's fine, that's fine. I should have known you wouldn't tell me the truth. Girl, wait! It's only the strange degree of desperation in his voice that stops you from leaving without another word. How stupid do you think I am, Dad? Do you think I'm that gullible that you could feed me some piece of fiction it would make all the issues between us better? Your father grabs a piece of paper from the table and quickly scribbles something down on it. Take this. What is it? The paper contains something that resembles a map with hastily written directions. Room 205 is circled at the bottom. Come to this address later. I already had plans with Shannon today. Then come afterwards. Please. Your father's story sounds like a ridiculous work of fiction, and yet... Fine, I'll be there. Oh, we got a note? Okay. Without another word, you head out the front door and slam it closed. Let me stretch. Ooh. Oh, my back, Jesus. Are we just walking? Oh, okay. It was today we were supposed to meet up, right? You try knocking again. This time, the door creeps open, and Shannon finally pops her head out.
Huh? What are you doing here so early?
We were supposed to meet up today at noon, right?
Oh crap, I totally slipped in.
Understandable.
Come in, come in.
She's always such an airhead. Shannon plopped down on her bed and hugs her favorite stuffed animal. A toy that you won for her a few years back at the fair. You have a matching one in your own room at home. Wait, for CG, it's so cute! Look at Shannon, she's so pretty!
So, I have something I gotta tell you.
Is it about the guy who confessed? What is it?
Okay, so, you know Dustin Bladham, right?
Yeah? I should have known this would be about that guy.
He asked me out!
Did she say yes? She flings herself up and punches the air, brown eyes sparkling and blonde hair flying everywhere. You invited me over this weekend, so you could tell me that? No offense, but you having a new boyfriend isn't exactly big news anymore. Oh, okay. I'm starting to see.
No, this one is different!
Does she say that all the time, though?
I really like Dustin. Plus, we were friends for a long time. I never want to hurt him.
You said the same thing about Hunter. Did you hurt a guy named Hunter?
Well, if you don't like my taste in boys, you can always just leave. Meanie.
You're such a drama queen.
I'm not. Queen sounds so old. If anything, I'm a drama princess.
It doesn't take Shannon long before she transitions to the next subject that she's interested in. That's something you can always count on for her. You never need to come up with any conversation tips, and after all the odd things that have happened, it's definitely a welcome change of pace to talk about something normal. But how have you been in the love department, Trying not to roll my eyes? Don't be a bully. I've told you a million times, and I'll tell you a million more. I'm not interested in anyone, except 2D guys. Boo, so boring. It's not boring. I'm just not interested. Besides, who needs a nagging boyfriend when I have good old Shannon to pester me? I'm not sure if I should take that as a compliment or an insult. Maybe a little of both? Well, I could always introduce you to Mason. Who? Mason! Don't tell me you forgot already. I brought him up last week. The cutie in our science class? Rings any bells? I'll be honest, I really don't care. Oh, Lottie, don't you ever want a prince or a knight in shining armor to come sweep you off your feet? To pull you up on his horse and ride off into the sunset with him? Nope. I know you mean well, but if I ever do get swept off my feet someday, I don't want it to be something I go out of my way to search for. What do you mean? I'd rather it be when I least expect it, I guess. Cute! See? I knew you had a hidden romantic side somewhere deep down. Hey, nothing about what I said was just romantic. It was! You're so adorable, and anyone you date in the future is gonna be so lucky. Or cursed. Hush, they'll be lucky. You know... You still need to let me sign you up for Star Social. Oh, right. That. Shannon, I'm really not that interested in... Aw, come on. I post selfie there. You totally want to see my cute face on your phone every day, right? I guess that wouldn't be so bad. Well, I suppose that wouldn't be the end of the world, right? You can word it a little more convincing than that, you know? But that's okay. I know you struggle with being honest, Lottie. You're super cute even when you act all distant. Shannon, please break up with Dustin and just date me instead. I'm not cute. Cutie Pie Lottie is the cutest of the cuties. Oh, hush. Fine, I guess I can make an account. Awesome, awesome, awesome! Actually, here, hand me your phone. I'll download it and add myself for you. Alright. Shannon's fingers move swiftly over the touchscreen as she edits her profile. I wish she doesn't put anything weird on my profile. You now have an account on Star Social. A phone will appear at the bottom right of your text box where you can check notifications for bonus content and CGs. The screen will also show you what levels your inner psyche has reached, display any unlocked personality traits, and provide character bios as you meet new people. Oh, okay. Ooh, okay. Okay, since we're only following her, it's literally all her stuff. Can we like? We can heart things, let's go! We'll heart everything Shannon writes. Alright. Updating my profile today. Did y'all ever see those cute little custom emotes that you can get as an attachment for messages? I'm totally gonna make the max amount of them. So adorbs. Okay, not gonna lie. I'm not sure if I should set my photos to public or private. I'm gonna keep them public for now, so stalk away. Does anyone ever listen to the Princess Robin soundtrack and just cry because it's so beautiful? I don't think I'll ever get over this, OMG. Trying to talk to my bestie into getting an account on here, but someone is being awfully stubborn. Maybe if I post more selfies, it'll be more enticing. Okay, so maybe we'll see more updates from other characters as the game progresses. Profiles. Okay, so all we have is Shannon so far. Female, 18, almost 19. Hi, I'm Shannon. My friends say I'm a typical extrovert. My personality type is ENFJ. I love my cutie widow Turkish Angora Mr. Muffin Cakes? What is a Turkish Angora? Hold on. Let me Google that. I am assuming it's an animal? Might be an animal? It sounds like I know it's an animal. It sounds like a dog. Maybe Turkish Angora. It's a cat. It's not a dog. It is a cat. It is a very fluffy white cat. It looks very majestic. Like it has like a bit of patch of fur around the neck area, kind of like a scarf. It looks really nice. Okay, so she has a kitty. And his name is Mr. Muffin Cakes. With all of my heart. Forever fan of Princess Robin. Please give us another season. Robin times Bluebird forever. Ah, she's a shipper. And there's notes. Okay, so we know more about her. Okay, okay. Oh, interesting. I kind of like this little feature that they have to learn more about them. Alright, so we know Dustin has an interest in her. And we know more about her past. So we met her when she was 9 years old, but didn't start making an effort to befriend you until you're partway through middle school. Okay. You found her annoying at first, but over time, her pushy ways started to grow on you, and you began to enjoy your time together. She doesn't seem to have a close relationship with her parents. Okay. When you visit, they're really around, and Shannon has remarked to you before that her father is very strict. But considering Shannon's energetic chattering when you visit and the carefree attitude Shannon demonstrates, you're not entirely sure what she means by that. Alright, so her family is rarely home. Maybe that's why she kind of made a face too when they talked about our family tree in history class. Okay. Ooh, we have a timeline. Ooh. Information of Project NMCI. Okay, that's the mutant thingy that our father told us about. 2000 something something one. Timeline point one. Okay, so that's before we were born. Wait, that's our last name. That's our last name. So our dad has to be that doctor, right? Or maybe grandfather? It doesn't tell us how far back this was. Alright, so let's see. Let's see. So they searched for the Dr. Starshot. They couldn't find him. So 2, the family girl is unknown how many children or grandchildren he had, but eventually his wife gave her. Oh, so he's our grandfather. Okay, so that's what we don't know about him. Nice. Okay, so it definitely gave us a lot of background information. So let's see what else. So that was notes. NMCI. And that is locked. So we haven't gotten that part yet. And that is settings. Oh, can we change our background? I like this though. Okay. So I think that, oh, this. Inner psyche. Tips bars containing large amounts of darker colors result in the value listed to the left. Okay, so darker colors, so what's on the left? Okay. So that's a lot for the phone feature. I definitely want to read back on the timeline again, but we are part of that dude's family, as far as I'm concerned. So we can go back. And there you go. Look at this pic I chose for you. You're so cute. Alright, so she got our profile for us. Cute, right? Yeah. Thanks, Shannon. Time always flies by when you're with her. I guess I should head out now. Already? But it's not even getting dark yet. My dad wanted me to meet up with him somewhere. What? For real? Guess that does sound pretty weird, huh? He has some explaining he wants to do. About the history assignment? I'm still so upset about that. You're trying to act normal, but I can totally tell something is bothering you today. What gave it away? You're acting too normal. You're always pretty quiet, but today it's like you're trying to make conversation more than usual to hide that something is bugging you. I'll be okay. If my father can explain things somehow, then I guess will have been worth it, right? If you say so. I'm worried about you, Lottie. I hate seeing you all sad and mopey. Quit worrying so much, dummy. Shannon waves goodbye, but as you get up to leave, a question enters your mind. She'd have no idea what I mean if I mentioned my dad's story, would she? Would it be worth asking about? Should we risk it? She probably won't really know what we're talking about, right? But it might risk her safety. I'm gonna risk it. Can I ask you something? Yeah, of course. Have you ever heard of mutant types of humans or anything like that? Like humans with superpowers. Only in movies. But you know that I'm not into sci-fi, Lottie, so why are you asking? Just curious. I don't know why you even bothered. There's no point in taking this seriously in the first place. After all, it has to be fiction, just like Shannon thought, right? Don't forget to check your feed, okay? I won't. Alright, so this mysterious place where our dad is. So this is the place. It looks like this was an apartment building at some point, but it's getting run down now. Is it abandoned? I guess if someone needs a secret hideout or something, this is the right place to do it. There are so many rooms that that's practically a maze. Y'all, if you don't see, that's my dad in chat, the Steelers 49, so I'm ignoring him. You all can ignore him too. I think this is it. After finding the right one, you jiggle the door a few times. Nothing. You jiggled it again. Whoa. Oh, it looks like a regular room. You gasp in surprise as the stuck doorknob suddenly gives way and sends you flying into the small room, bumping into someone without warning along the way. Sorry. Way to make a great first impression, Lottie. The door was stuck. It looks like one of those back rooms, like from a play or like Idols.
Oh?
Is that Kay? Is that Kay?
Hello.
It is Kay. Oh, you're that voice I heard last night. He's a lot younger than I thought he'd be. Somewhere around my age, probably. Even though that'd make him short for his age. Nice to meet you? I guess we gotta be nice, right? Nice to meet you. Oh, it's great to meet you too. I'm glad you're here. Time for you to eat? Yes, then please leave chat. Please go eat and leave my chat. Thank you. I'm glad you came, girl. Aside from your father and Kay, there's only one other person in the room. He's an older, pudgy-looking man wearing a tacky cowboy hat. This is Dexter. Nice to finally meet you, Lottie. Thanks. Nice to finally meet you. How long have weirdos been meeting up in a back alley like this? What on earth is this place? Cheap lodging, that's about it. It's nothing fancy, but it works. Biggest thing we use this place for is storage. Come here. He leads you to the corner of the room and opens the door to what appears to be a closet. Is that my cat? Can you close the door? Can you close the door? Okay. He didn't close the door. Hold on. There we go. Inside, there are numerous different safes in different sizes and shapes. They all seem to have varying types of locks. What is all this? Every one of these has a different key or combination. Anything we need, mostly classified documents and such, gets stored in here. If someone breaks into one, they won't be able to break into the others. Is this seriously necessary? What are these documents even supposed to be about? Most of them are old files that should have been buried along with the original project. Managed to salvage a few. You don't all really believe this, do you? It's a conspiracy theory at best. Girl, these documents, they're documents that prove the existence of a lab. Jesus Christ, hold on. My cat just jumped on my desk, hold on. Kyo, go sit. Okay. Oh my gosh, Jesus, sir. These documents that prove the existence of a lab-engineered DNA mutation. Okay. What? You would have been beating around the bush all night if you left the explanation to you. It's not your place, kid. Yo, really move my monitor. There we go. Sure it is. I'm just much a part of this as anyone else in this room. This boy, Kay, replies to your father's cold tone with a smile. That's something you've never been able to do. They're arguing, but it looks like they get along fairly well somehow. Forget it. That's about some of it, girl. Alright, then show them to me. No one wants to volunteer to actually prove this shit is real, huh? Then how exactly do you expect me to believe it? You really don't know? It's only the shocking Kay's voice that makes you realize everyone is staring at you in disbelief. What? Why are you all looking at me like that? Great, if she doesn't already know, then... I know, I get the picture. I'm just gonna say it straight up. No more beating around the bush. No more putting it off. Your mother was a mutant, descendant of that lead scientist, and so are you. Okay. Thanks for that, I guess. Yeah, and I guess monsters live under my bed too. Lottie, it's true. None of us are joking around here. I don't even know any of you. You can't tell me something like this and expect me to believe it without proof. If it really is true, show me the documents. Prove that you're not all crazy. Don't stress, Gray. I already got one of the documents ready for her. Don't stress. She isn't going to be in danger from looking at just one of them. That's right. Kay. You said something about danger last night, too. What's going on? Here, take a look at this. Confidential. Alright. New log 1. The following document is the overview of Project NMCI 2XXX. As of June 15th, 2XXX. The experimentation has begun at location X109. Subjects involved have willingly committed themselves to do the project with consent forms attached. Purpose. The human body has the capacity to learn things at an often underestimated rate. Current studies of human evolution suggest we will not reach this potential until decades into the future. As such, Project NMCI 2XXX seeks to speed this evolution process with alteration to DNA sequences. Risk and challenges. Due to the complexity of human DNA, a single change to a DNA can be catastrophic. Our commitment to our subjects includes a written statement that no drug shall be used on live subjects until approved for such. Additional notes. The contents of this document are confidential. Any release will be grounds for immediate termination. Project NMCI 2XXX. You continue flipping through the pages. It seems like most of it is medical garble that's beyond your level of expertise. One thing is clear enough though. The document suggests the existence of a human engineering project that began somewhere close to the year 2021. These guys must know how easy it would be to throw together some big words and pass it off as real document, right? As you ponder this, your father snatches the document back from you. Hey, I wasn't done. That's plenty enough. Ugh. Listen, you got any more questions? I'll answer them directly. You sure feeling testy today, huh, Gray? He's always like this. Why can't I just read those stupid papers? And why are you grinning at me like that? Just that I don't think I've ever seen you actually curious about something I'm able to say. Who says I'm curious? Quit smirking. Ugh. If he hadn't started looking all smug like he just won some kind of battle of wits against me, I'd have just admitted without hesitation. Be honest for once in your life, girl. You really do want to know more, don't you? Yeah, we're curious. Is he really that pleased that we're talking like this? Alright. I am curious, a little bit. How can I not be after your reaction to all of this? Go ahead, ask me what you want to know. How do I know you didn't make this just to screw with me? Let me ask you this. Why do you think your father and two strangers gain from lying like this? It's a fair point. What would they gain? Maybe we can ask everything. Here's the obvious question. Do you all seriously believe this? Of course. We don't have anything to gain from making it up. Are you sure you're not all just crazy? I promise this isn't it. You've only seen the bare minimum of proof thanks to Grumpy Gray. But there's a reason your mother was able to create the idea for her Panacea drug. She based it on herself. I hate to admit it, but there is some sense in that statement. If Mom wasn't entirely human, then making a drug like that would... what am I thinking? I shouldn't be taking this seriously. Any other questions? Lots. Okay, we're gonna keep on doing them. Okay. How exactly did you get all of those documents then, if they were supposed to be classified and destroyed? That would be my job. I tell you my secret for getting a hold of them, but then I have to kill you. Is he joking or being for real? He was joking. Okay. Lighten up, kid. I'm just kidding. Jeez, he sounded so serious, I almost believed him. That's enough, Dexter. You're not here to scare the poor girl. Ignore him. Dexter's got a wicked sense of humor. And honestly though, hacking. Used to be training to work in cybersecurity actually, but, well, that didn't pan out. Why? What happened? I met someone who I wanted to protect more than anyone else. Decided to put my skills towards that instead. Sir, kill. Just know this, you're in good hands. Any other questions? Yes. My cat, he's on the desk staring at me. He looks kind of funny. Kyo, go to sleep. I don't really understand why you need all of these though. Why do you need to plan to use, what do you plan to use them for? Good question. Thing is, you never know when a piece of information might come in handy. We got documents that talk about the drug's side effects, DNA sequences that were altered, potentially safety concerns. Don't get me wrong, I doubt you have any issues with those type of things, but it never hurts to be on the safe side. Somehow, your father's reassurance doesn't instill any confidence in you. Any other questions? Who is Jasper? Ratana, hello, welcome, thank you for stopping by. And good morning to you. Kay said something about me being in danger. That seemed like a whole reason he showed up at my window, and yet no one has elaborated about it. Alright, what Fujoshi game are we playing today? We're actually playing an otome game today. We're playing Heart Fragments. It's an indie English otome game. So apparently we are a mutant, and our mom is also a mutant who died a few years ago. Gray. Don't give me that look. You know I'm not giving you any sort of look by now. No men kissing this time, it's me kissing the men. And don't sass me either while you're at it. I wouldn't have to if you just be honest with her, you know? The boy does have a point. You're sassing me now too, Dexter? I'm not gonna get off the hook, am I? These three have a weird vibe. It's like they're rivals and friends at the same time. I don't tell you because I don't want you getting paranoid. No need to be looking over your shoulder all the time if you don't need to. So, this Jasper person isn't actually an immediate threat. Maybe not an immediate threat, but still a threat. Let's face it. If I hadn't told you something to scare you to action, you wouldn't have told your father about it. Right, Lottie? No, probably not. Exactly. I had to get the ball rolling, or Gray would be, you know, being himself and avoiding things. In other words, this kid is a master manipulator. Don't word it like that. I'm only looking out for Lottie. Hearing someone I barely know saying he's looking out for me is actually pretty creepy. I'd let you take that document home and read it over, but none of these pages could leave the room. That is a lot of information to take in. This is all a bit too much to take in. Dexter walks up to you and puts a hand on your shoulder. He smiles in a way that you imagine a father would give to his daughter. That sort of smile you have no memories of receiving from your real dad. Go home and get some rest. Then come back tomorrow when you're ready to take in more information. Dexter, I don't think that's a good idea. You know there are risks, don't you? You can protect her, can't you, Gray? Dexter gives your father a grin that makes it look like he's issuing him a challenge. One more time then. I'm glad you know everyone now, but we gotta cut this short. Can't be here too long. I just wanted you to know who the friendly faces to look out for are. Let's head home, girl. Alright, let me take a sip of my juice. Check your social media feed before bed? Alright. Doesn't look like there's anything new. Or do I have to let it do it itself? Oh yeah. Oh, I just checked it technically. Oh, here we go. Okay, now... Wait, did I go back? Oops, I actually went back. My bad, y'all. Check... Yeah, there we go. Yes. There we go. Shannon LaFay. Life is good right now. Got my cute little Dusty. Got my bestie signed up for an account. If she doesn't post, I'll nag her for 10 hours. And of course, feeling better than ever now that precious kitty Mr. Muffin Cakes will finally snuggle in bed with me. And I think that's it. Okay. She looks like she's having a good night. Want a type of reply? Yeah, I'll do that. I'll make her happy. Nice to hear you're having a good night, Shannon. Is that it? OMG! You actually saw the post. Like you actually looked? Of course I did. You signed me up for the website, so I might as well use it. Next. Oh, there you go. Exciting! Are you doing good tonight? Are we? I mean, not really, honestly. Oh, we pressed the bottom part. Okay. I'll be fine. Do you want to talk about it? Nah, it's not really anything important. Just the usual issues. Aw, did you get into a fight with your dad again? Something along those lines. Yeah. Thanks for asking. I appreciate it. I'm always here for you, Lottie. Sleep well. With a million thoughts about the events from the day running through your head, you take longer than usual to fall asleep. I have never seen anyone in real life who unironically said exciting. You know what? I don't think I have to either. Interesting. A wolf? Once upon a time, there was a wolf. Is that Jasper? That's Jasper. That's Jasper, right? When Little Red Riding Hood met the wolf, he didn't know what sort of animal the wolf was and was not afraid. That's gotta be Jasper, right? And so the charming words of the wolf, Blank had found a perfect target. That had to be Jasper, right? Please let me meet Jasper next. Oh, okay. Thank you for the, I guess, attempt at a jump scare. Common route. The stage is set. Eee. Alright, let me save real quick, actually. Come on. Let me save. Yeah, let me save. There we go. And back. There we go. It's Sunday. Bro got the dog in him. I'm pretty sure he definitely does have the dog in him. Why is my heart pounding so much? Just another nightmare. No big deal. You've already made up your mind. You're going to read that document Dexter mentioned. Should I knock or just walk right in? I feel like knocking would be better, right? You knock on the door and wait for a response. Wait, is there some sort of secret knock or something that I should have done so they know it's me? Hello? It's Lottie? Lottie, you actually came! I'm so glad. Come in. Yeah. Alright then, get to the explanation. Right to the point, huh? You weren't kidding when you said this girl is no nonsense, Gray. You glance around the room, taking in each of these strange people one by one. It feels strange to finally know something about what your father does in his spare time. That level of closeness is foreign to you. There's something about him that seems different lately. Not just because you're finally getting answers, but he seems to be trying more than usual too. When you first met your father, you felt nothing from him but disinterest. He doesn't seem to want to be your father. He feels cold and distant, and you felt lonely, afraid. Please, if what you're saying is true, I need to know. You're right. You do need to know. Scientists hope to manufacture a DNA mutation that will unlock still buried human potential. Right, that Project NMCI thing. They succeeded at opening up that potential through an injectable drug that would rebuild specifically chosen parts of their DNA. The result was a human who had been mutated to something that, bluntly speaking, wasn't entirely human anymore. The powers that their test subjects got seemed to be based on whatever their initial DNA was like. Something with a lot of big words that I can never remember off the top of my head. Simplest way to put it would be hair color and eye color. They're based on your genes. Mutations can be the same. So, Mom has some sort of powers? And you do too. You keep saying that, but I've never noticed anything that would be considered a superpower.
Are you sure?
Do we actually have a power and we never noticed it before? Or is it kinda hidden, not unlocked yet? You haven't noticed anything? Nope. Super strength? Can you lift more than average? Or have you ever noticed something moving suddenly that you didn't expect? Like bending a spoon or something? Nope. Are you really fast? Nope again. Huh. That's weird. Do you just say it's weird for me not to have superpowers? I see how that could come across. Okay, cut it out. Your father's tense expression makes his thoughts of the matter clear as day. He doesn't seem to want you to figure out what powers your so-called mutation gave you. It's complicated, that's all. Not everyone is born with the same hair color as their mother, so it'd be the same with you and Luann. What she had isn't necessarily what you'll have. What were her powers then? His voice morphs towards the end of the words from actual speech to something more resembling a cough. It isn't him, but Dexter who speaks up after that, a wistfulness to his tone. We know there are 4 different subsets of mutations. Your mother fit a category called the psychic plunder variant. What does that mean? Dexter takes a look at your father before he answers, speaking slowly as if he is wording himself as carefully as possible. Seems that variant of mutations were related to mind, hence the word psychic. Psychic. This is starting to sound more and more like science fiction. True. Wish we had the documentation to explain it properly, but we don't even know what the other 3 categories were. That part is all word of mouth from your mother and things you learned from your grandfather. Too bad you don't know what your power is. If you knew, that would make things a whole lot easier. Maybe it's for the best. Hell, maybe you got lucky and didn't inherit any sort of power. Wouldn't that be nice? You really don't want me to be involved in this at all, huh? I could potentially have some sort of superpower and you think me better off unknown? Forget it. You flinch at your father's tone. He's always been a blunt man and reflects it easily in his speech, but I haven't heard him sound that disgusted in a while. Come on, Gray, look at the bright side. Now you and Lottie can talk about Luann more openly. I don't think that's possible. Talk openly, huh? Tell me, did you leave Mom because of these mutations you're so convinced exist? What? Is that why you abandoned us? Girl, answer me. Don't just call me girl and avoid me like always. No, of course that's not why. It was a whole lot more complicated than you could ever know. Of course I won't know if you never tell me. I was friends with your mothers for many years. Hell, I even went to your baby shower. There is no ill will between your parents, I promise. How can I take your word for it? I don't even remember meeting you. All I have to go off of is what you claimed. If you two were so close as you say, then why did she never introduce you to me? Why was she keeping so many secrets? Obviously for your safety. It seems like the mom really wanted to protect us from all these things, so she never told us a single thing. You stop in your tracks, taking a deep breath to calm yourself. Damn it. I'm letting this weird shit mess with my head. Relax, Lottie. Hey, it'll be alright. You're just overwhelmed with lots of information right now. Girl, I think we ought to head out. Your father walks back over to you. He raises his arm as if he's about to wrap it around your shoulder. Don't pull away. I kind of do want to get close to our dad actually to know more about our mom and his relationship with her. For once, you don't pull away. He's smiling. It's like he's actually happy to be united with me. One moment. Something wrong? Lottie. I'll talk to you again soon, okay? Not outside my window though, right? Okay. I can practically feel that glare, you know? Come on, girl. Time to head out. There's an uncomfortable feeling in your chest. Your father is far too keen on keeping you out of the loop. And if he won't let you get the answers you need, then there'll be no choice but to find them yourself. Oh yeah, I saw that one coming. Alright, let me save again. Yeah, save. Okay, I think that should be it for today, actually. It's a lot of reading, so my throat is kind of dying. But I'm liking the story so far. So a lot of the main plot, kind of like the exposition and everything, we got that very, very fast. Faster than I honestly expected, but there are still a lot of hidden things we do not know about. Like more about our own powers, our mother's past, our grandfather, why our father and mother separated, stuff like that. So hopefully as we play more, we get to figure out more about ourselves, our past, our family, and maybe we might meet Jasper. I'm kind of looking forward to that. And one thing is the Red Riding Hood story that plays every once in a while. That was our favorite story as a kid. So I feel like that's going to be very important in the future. Alright, thank you everyone for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I'm definitely going to play this again tomorrow. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye!